To have a good marriage means work.
Starting tonight on Eyewitness News at 6, Chi-Chi Williams tells how you can get the most out of your marriage.
There's no question that many skills are needed to keep a good marriage healthy.
Then at 11, Doug Johnson reports on the power of prediction.
Most people are more open and receptive to the idea that astrology can and does work.
It's just fun to read them.
Watch You Can Get the Most Out of Your Marriage at 6.
And you and your horoscope at 11 tonight on Eyewitness News.
Morgan Fairchild, 7:30 tonight.
Throat. Raven, would you try to stop wiggling quite so much?
It's not what you said a little while ago.
Oh, that was different.
I can't help it. My hands are sweating so much I keep slipping off the screw.
You want to trade places?
No. But let me tell you something. I've almost got it.
Good.
And by the time I finish this, I want you to get up and climb through this thing, because I'm not going to do it.
That's fine by me. It's probably a lot cooler up there than it is down here.
I'm sorry I dragged us away from Miles and Jody so fast.
No, I understand, and so do they. Are you all right?
I will be when Peter Nevins retracts that story and issues a public apology. Nancy, you don't believe that I took payoffs from Jake Venefra, do you?
No, of course I don't, and neither will anyone else.
Well, I wouldn't be too sure about that. I hate to be cynical, but when politics is involved, people tend to believe what suits them.
Do you think this story was politically motivated?
It's too soon to tell, but I sure as hell intend to get to the bottom of it. That will be the mayor. Hello? Yes, Mr. Mayor. Yes, I know. So was I, absolutely stunned. I honestly don't know. But I'm sure I don't have to tell you that there's absolutely no truth to the accusation whatsoever. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, and I... Oh? Well, I see. Of course. Whatever you think is best. Good night, sir.
What is it?
I could have written that speech for him. Since this is an election year, there will have to be a full-scale investigation.
Even though he knows you're innocent?
Oh, of course. But he also feels that I should request a leave of absence, effective immediately.
I got it.
Good. Now, I push it to one side, and then I can grab a hold of the end of it. We're going up. Why are we going up?
I don't know. Maybe Metal Mouth wants to finish us off once and for all.
Well, if he does, I'm coming out swinging.
Yeah, me too.
The Edge of Night is brought to you by new Bowl 3 Detergent Plus Fabric Softener, now with more fabric softener freshness. And by Jif. For fresh peanut taste, choosy mothers choose Jif.
You're listening to a cantaloupe?
I'm listening to the cantaloupe talk to me, say it's fresh and ripe.
Why are you taking so much time to be a careful shopper?
I have 3 children and a husband, and I want them well fed.
Are you as choosy about your peanut butter?
I'm choosy about everything I buy.
Fine. Let's compare.
Which of these leading brands tastes more like fresh peanuts?
A tastes more like fresh peanuts.
You sure?
It tastes like real peanuts.
You chose.
Jif! I'm surprised.
More women choose Jif for fresh peanut taste than any other leading brand.
Tastes like real peanuts. I'm shocked. Can I have some more?
Choosy mothers choose Jif.
One more stretch and I'll drop.
Beauty knows no pain.
Here. What'd you do to this towel?
Just washed it. Why?
Smells so fresh. What'd you use?
Something new.
A liquid softener?
Nope.
A tossing sheet? Come on, everybody knows only a fabric softener gets a towel soft and fresh. So what'd you add?
I didn't add anything.
New Bowl 3 did. We added more fabric softener freshness. So now you get cleaning, softening, and static control. Plus more fabric softener freshness, all in one box.
New Bold 3. I thought you were pulling my leg.
That's why we do aerobics.
Oh, very fun.
New Bowl 3 Detergent Plus Fabric Softener. Now with more fabric softener freshness.
Hey, wait, it's me.
Gunther, what are you doing here?
Well, actually, I just came by to see if you were okay.
I never thought I would say that. I was glad to see you, but I am.
Yeah, well, it's real nice to see you too, Mrs. Whitney. Gunther, how did you know where to find us? Well, I was just, you know...
Gunther, could you turn around and explain?
Yeah, come on, turn around here. Yeah, sure. Okay, look. When you told me that you were going to try to track this guy with the limp, I got a little worried, so I thought I'd better follow you. And then when I saw the green van had the same idea, I dropped back a little bit because it started looking like a parade. Then I got stopped by this traffic light, and I lost you for a while. And, well, anyway, I just sort of circled around the area until I saw the van and your car parked outside this building. Gunther, you surprised me. Oh, yeah? Well, anyway, the elevators, they weren't working, so I started climbing the stairs, and I checked every floor.
Okay.
Well, Mrs. Whitney, it must have been kind of hot in there, huh?
Yeah, it did get kind of hot there for a while.
Well, anyway, boy, 30 floors, I tell you, I'm really tired. How did you know that we were in an elevator, Gunther? Well, actually, I didn't. It's just, hey, you know, when I came up here, I found this crowbar lying right on the floor. I think it's got a little blood. Then I noticed the electrical panel to the elevators down in the maintenance room, the hall down there. One of the wires was broken, so I just reattached it, punched the button, and up you came. Gunther, we were in your debt. No, Mr. Whitney, look, I owe you, you know, because I helped Spencer and,
To do is to hit back and fast. Get all the facts out in the open.
Do you think Derek will still be in his office?
If he isn't, we'll track him down. Chief Mallory, please. Mike Carr calling. Derek?
Mike, where the hell have you been? I've tried you a dozen times in the past hour.
We just got home a few minutes ago. You've heard about the Nevins broadcast?
Oh, yes.
Have you ever heard about this Holly Meach I'm supposed to have taken money from?
Well, as a matter of fact, I have. I've got her file on my desk in front of me. Mike, you realize that no matter how outrageous this story sounds, I can't ignore it.
Of course. Will you be in your office for a while?
For as long as you want me here. You coming over?
You bet I am.
Mike, it's going to have to be an official visit.
I understand. I'll bring legal counsel. See you in 15 minutes.
Honey, Ed Hammersmith's on vacation.
He wouldn't be a good choice anyway. He's on the mayor's campaign staff. I need somebody outside the political arena.
Wouldn't you know it? Hey, come on, let go. The phone is ringing. Hello?
Cliff, Mike Carr.
Oh, hi, Mike.
Did you see the Peter Nevins newscast this evening?
No, I was, I missed it.
He accused me of taking money in the Jake the Nefra case.
What?
I'm on my way to Derek's office right now, and I'll need legal representation.
Oh, Mike, I'd be happy to represent you. Look, I'll meet you at Derek's office right away. Mitzi, you can't get upset, honey, but I gotta go. Honey, duty calls.
Nicky.
Are you all right?
I got hit from behind, Mrs. Whitney. I came to a couple floors down. I've been wandering around trying to get my bearings.
Yeah, you should get to a doctor or something.
Oh, no, I'm okay. I better go call the police.
Mr. Whitney, listen, before the police arrive, I got to ask you a question. What am I supposed to do with this stuff that I bought from Mo Eberhardt? I mean, I don't expect you to pay me back, but... Oh, good. Well, but then on the other hand, I didn't want to throw it away.
I'll be back as soon as I can, honey.
Wait for me. I'm coming with you.
No, darling, that's not necessary. I don't want to subject you to this mess.
No arguments, please. We're in this together.
Alpo time. Watch this. I'm going to give Duke a little test. No, can't fool him. He knows the one with real beef. Alpo, of course. You know, dogs have a natural love for beef. That's why Alpo Beef Chunks Dinner is packed with the beef dogs thrive on. And beef is what dogs love. So give your dog Alpo, because Alpo's got the beef dogs love to eat. Is that right, Duke? Hmm? Yeah.
When Ben and I opened our own business, we had to be kind of careful with money. That's when I started using Suave. But once things began looking up for us, I switched to the more expensive shampoos and conditioners. Well, I discovered there just wasn't anything better than Suave. You know, a lot of my customers spend a fortune on their hair. Suave just makes me look as if I do.
Suave makes you look as if you spent a fortune on your hair.
Well, the first thing, Chief, is this Nevins character's got to prove this accusation.
Well, he wouldn't have made it unless he thought he could, and that's what worries me. Just what is the basis for this charge?
Derek, if you're talking about the source, I think you're going to have a hard time finding that out. He's going to plead confidentiality.
Well, it certainly can't hurt to see if I can get some more details. Helen, get me WMON, please.
Cliff, as soon as possible, we should talk to this Holly Nietzsche.
Absolutely. She seems to have a record. 4 counts of lewd behavior and soliciting. She's suspected of harboring a fugitive.
Steve Markham.
Mm-hmm. She's been busy, hasn't she?
Yes. Peter Nevins, please. Of course, Mike, I'm sorry, but this means I'm going to have to order a full investigation in this mess.
I understand, Derek, and I welcome it.
Gunther, thank you for what you did, but I don't want you getting yourself in trouble with the police. So there'll be no more attempts to bug Peter Nevins' office, understood?
That's right, Gunther. You know it's illegal.
Well, well. You know, every time there seems to be any trouble in this town lately, the Whitneys are right in the center of it.
You all right?
Oh, yeah, we're fine.
When in hell are you going to learn to stay home where you belong?
We no longer have a home, remember?
What were you doing in this building in the first place?
We have a very good excuse, right, dear?
Of course.
Yeah? Well, I would really like to hear it.
Well, you see, I used to own the company that built this place. I discovered I had keys to the building, so I decided to return them to the security guard. See? Simple.
And then somebody followed us and locked us in the elevator.
You've been turning up in a few peculiar places yourself, Wagner. What are you doing here?
Well, just happened to be passing by, saw Mr. Whitney's car.
Yeah, just forget it.
Stoner, we haven't done anything. We're, obviously, the victims of some crazy who's going around town trapping people in elevators.
Oh, now, there's a crime you're hearing a lot of these days.
What about assault and battery? Poor Nikki.
Right. If anyone is to blame here, it seems to me it's a police department that can't protect the citizens of Monticello.
You two are already up on charges of attempted murder. How'd you like to have your bail revoked?
You know, it seems to me that these two would be safer in jail.
If we've done something illegal, arrest us. Otherwise, we're leaving.
Go.
Bye. Oh, Detective Egan, would it be all right if we moved into Walter's office tonight?
Yeah, I guess so.
Thank you.
What? They already signed the lease.
What? Nevins, you can't be serious. Michael Carr is a respected member of this community. Don't give me any of that favoritism garbage. Everybody's going to get a fair hearing here. Good night.
What is it? What did he say?
Well, apparently even Nevins can show some restraint.
Meaning?
Well, he didn't tell the whole story.
I don't know what it is, but I don't think it's restraint. He's probably saving it for tomorrow's telecast.
What is it, Derek?
Well, this Holly Nietzsche woman,
What about her?
she's accused Michael of having accepted sexual favors.
Pringles. Huh? Once you taste the flavor, then you get the fever, then you got the fever for the flavor of a Pringles.
Once you taste the fluffer, you need help. Once you taste the flavor, then you get the fever. Then you got the fever for the flavor of a Pringles.
Yeah! Once you taste the flavor, it's the deep fried taste. Then you get the fever. It's the crispy crunch. Then you got the fever for the flavor of a Pringles. Wait till you taste Pringles now.
Does your bathroom remind you of a locker room? Mine does. With my kids, dirt and germs really build up. That's why I cometize. That means I clean and disinfect. Only Comet has chlorinol, so it cleans the toughest bathroom grime and wipes out up to 99% of bathroom germs. In fact, Comet even has more germ-killing power than the leading pine cleaners. I don't trust my bathroom to any other cleanser. Don't compromise. Cometize.
Raise your hand. You got it. Raise your hand. You know it. You feel confident, secure. Raise your hand. You feel dry now. Raise your hand. You know why now. Raise your hand if you're sure.
You've got it. That sure, secure, confident feeling. Because each Sure gives you enough protection to help feel dry all day.
Confident, confident, dry and secure. Raise your hand if you're sure.
Okay, Derek. Thanks very much for your time.
Don't mention it, Mike. You know I'll do everything I can within my job.
Yes, we do.
Look, could we be present for the questioning of this Holly Meach character?
Sure. 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, right here.
We'll be here.
Good night.
Good night, Derek.
Come in.
Evening, Chief.
All right, Calvin. Sit down.
Thanks.
What do you got?
Well, the Whitneys on the rampage again.
Oh, no.
This time they got themselves trapped in an elevator.
Look, I didn't really want to hear about it. Now, put it in a report, will you?
Hey, well, if you don't care.
Hey, I didn't need that crack.
Sorry.
Put it in a report. I'll read about it first thing in the morning. And make that report good, because you've been getting a little sloppy lately.
Right.
And what is it with you? Anyway, you've been in a lousy mood for a couple of weeks. Come on, what gives?
Look, it's not important.
Yes, it is important. What is it?
Chief, it's just that Dee Dee and we've sort of broken up.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Look, don't worry about it. I will not let it affect my work.
Yeah, but it has.
You must be exhausted.
Oh, Cliff, can we meet first thing in the morning before Holly Meach's interrogation?
Sure, Dee Dee will be there, too.
Good.
Yeah, on the face of it, this is so absurd. Mike, accepting sexual favors. I mean, if it weren't so insane, it would be laughable.
Listen to me, my friends. I don't want you to get down about this whole business. Believe me, I'll refute all charges.
I know, Cliff, but even if we do, this kind of scandal can hang over a public official like a cloud for his whole career. I think it's going to be a tough job just trying to fight it.
Walter, what are you doing here?
I had to talk to you.
It was not a smart thing to do.
How's Matt?
He's fine.
I really appreciate this, Chris.
What?
Well, you're coming to Monticello,
There was a job opening.
bringing Matt. So, what's the story on the Whitney case, huh?
Please, keep your voice down. I got into enough trouble giving you information on the Venefra case. My partner overheard our phone conversation. I almost lost my job. I may still.
Well, you should have been safer. You know, security is important.
Oh, I'll remember that.
And I needed that stuff besides. Could you imagine if I'd gotten enough information to convict Vanessa? Ooh, think of the publicity. And, of course, you beat me to the punch, as usual.
Oh, Walter, please.
You don't think I'm a very good detective, do you? Or I was a very good cop, huh?
You don't know what it means.
Oh, thanks a lot.
It's not all Philip Marlowe and Sam Spade. I mean, those streets are a lot meaner than you'll ever understand. Walter, I don't want you to get hurt.
Now, the Walter Gantz Detective Agency is very busy right now. In fact, business is booming, and I've got 2 clients right now.
Oh, Walter. Welcome.
Thank you.
Here's a set of keys.
Thanks.
Here's another set in the desk, top drawer.
Oh, well, we owe you a month's rent, don't we? And we agreed on $250, right?
But tell me something. If you're so broke, how can you afford to pay me?
We're employed by Geraldine Saxon.
Doing what?
Financial advisor. She likes to live dangerously.
Oh. Better not be as detectives.
Oh, you have a suspicious mind here. No. Place looks, very neat. What happened?
Well, I just cleaned it up for my new tenants.
Oh, yeah, well, it's very, very neat indeed. What happened to, Walter's files?
They're safely stored away. Gee, you know, I hope you two didn't put out all this money in hopes of finding a clue around here.
Delicious. Look what happens when Swift wraps the finest white meat chicken around the most delectable fillings in the world. You get the Swift International Entree, an incredibly delicious Swift International Entree dinner. Swift wraps fine white meat chicken around the world's most delicious fillings. So all you need is an oven, 30 minutes, and a taste for finer things. The Swift International Entree. Something this good shouldn't be so easy.
Good morning.
What's that, blueberry muffins?
Oh, you're a bear today. Here, have some shed spread.
Okay.
It's got a rich, buttery taste.
Yeah?
And you know, shed spread has a third less calories than butter or margarine, and no cholesterol. Oh, the bear just turned into a pussycat.
Oops.
Butterfingers.
You mean shed spread fingers.
Look out, Butter. Here comes Shed Spread. Great taste, a third less calories, no cholesterol. In sticks, bowls, and the country crock.
You know, you're a great cook.
Are you buttering me up?
I'm shed spreading you up.
I liked you better as a grouch.
You got it.
On Ryan's Hope.
Here we are with a lot of problems money could solve. Maybe it's time Jillian got to know her mother.
Ryan's Hope. Weekdays.
You know, in a way, I don't blame Holly Meach.
You don't?
I'm contending that you and she...
Nancy?
Well, after all, you are a very attractive man.
She's had 4 arrests for soliciting and lewd behavior.
I'm only teasing.
Oh. Oh, boy, I must be tired. It's been a long day.
Well, it's going to be an even longer week.
Oh, yeah, the play opens this week, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, Gavin will do any rewriting that the play might need. My place is here with you.
Nance, I'm sorry I didn't understand how much the play meant to you, or how hard it would have been for you to give it up. If I had realized that, I'd have tried to be more supportive.
What made you realize it now?
The thought that I may have to resign my job.
where you been? Oh, you've got the mask out, huh?
Yeah, I thought I'd better get him out of there before Geraldine sent him to the hotel chef.
Well, for what it's worth, we now have inherited Gantz's investigation, his office, his bird, and his gun.
Oh, is it loaded?
Nope, no, it's not.
You know, we're gonna have to call the bird something other than just the bird.
I imagine that you've been giving the ideas some thought.
Well, you know how everybody's been saying that we're just amateur detectives?
With some justification.
We're good, though.
We're learning.
Well, remember the movie, the Thin Man series?
Yeah.
Why don't we call him Asta? He likes it.
He does like it. I couldn't think of a better idea. Hey, Raven, you know that, that limping man today could have killed us when we were in the elevator if he wanted to. Are you sure you want to go into this investigation business?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. Question now is, what do we do, since our plan to trap him did nothing but trap us?
You know, sometimes Gunther has pretty good ideas.
Behind this curtain is something awful, something ugly, something that may be in your home right now. Creepy black mildew stains right there in your shower. It's time you get them before they get to you. With Tilex Instant Mildew Stain Remover. With Tilex, there is no scrubbing. You just spray and leave. Mildew stains begin to disappear on contact. In minutes, they're gone. Tilex, it gets mildew stains before they get to you.
Salad secrets from Hidden Valley Ranch salad dressing.
A salad with unripe avocados or a blah dressing is the pits. Secret to a yummy salad dressing is Hidden Valley Ranch. Makes this unique blend of herbs and spices with milk and mayonnaise for a deliciously different dressing. As for the avocado, a couple of days in a bowl of flour, and it'll be ripe enough for even a Hidden Valley Ranch salad.
Hidden Valley Ranch salad dressing.
That's the big secret.
Tomorrow, Robert Guillaume of Benson and Duke's boy John Schneider join the half-hour comedy hour. Then Al fires Chachi and the band, and they're forced to find a new gig on Joni Loves Chachi. After, a blind date becomes a booby trap for Jack, making him an innocent pawn in a diamond heist on Three's Company. Tomorrow on ABC.
Tonight on ABC's World News Tonight, our government is paying farmers not to plant with a $1 billion giveaway of surplus grain and cotton.
The government actually offered us a pretty good deal not to produce.
Is this good deal for farmers a good deal for America? Watch ABC's World News Tonight.
There's something really delicious in this week's newspaper. Look for Dunkin' Donuts money-saving coupon in your local newspaper.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ernie Anastas. Coming up today on the 5 o'clock Eyewitness News, the New York Telephone Company is asking for one of its largest rate increases in its history. We'll tell you how much more you could be paying, and we'll also have this for you.
You don't have to be a kid to go to summer camp. In fact, at this camp, the average age is 75. I'm Julie Eckert, and I'll have that story.
Ice cream and an Oreo cookie, they forever go together with a classic combination. When a dark, delicious cookie meets an icy cold sensation, like the one and only creamy, crunchy chocolate Oreo keeps ice cream from getting lonely. The one and only
Oreo and Oreo with double stuff.
Every morning I use Listerine antiseptic for me. In the morning, your mouth has millions more bad breath germs than the night before. Listerine kills the germs that can cause morning breath, and it works hours longer than the #2 mouthwash. At night, I use it a second time for a Cindy Lou. It keeps my breath clean a good long time. Listerine, one time for me.
A second time for me.
Listerine, twice a day.
One time for me.
A second time for me.
If you think beautiful skin is only something you're born with, get wind of Seabreeze Cleanser.
Beautiful skin can be a breeze with Seabreeze.
The cleanser, 99% oil-free, whip-light.
Beautiful skin can be a breeze with Seabreeze.
Rinses clean, no heavy oils that can block pores.
Seabreeze, beautiful skin can be a breeze.
Beautiful. Try the scrub, too.